Hey guys, live from my messy bedroom, it's Tea and a Book, where I will be reading books, talking about books, and having tea. Um, yeah, a little bit about me. I am Heather. I am a college student just wrapping up my first semester, and I am a huge reader. Um, I've been reading all of my life extensively. I've always loved books from when my parents read to me as a kid. But around when I was 14 years old, I discovered the advent of literary fiction, or what snobs call fiction with moral philosophical value that is advanced in quality. Is that the right definition? I don't know. But it's the holidays, so I wanted to talk about a good holiday book. It's my favorite, and it is The Corrections by Jonathan Franzen. Um, this is my lovely copy. It suffered a green tea spill in 2013, so I think I read this when I was 16 years old, just when I turned 16. Might have started it when I was 15, so I was just a kid kind of thing, but I still found great lessons and enjoyment in it. Basically, it is about a family that is aged. Enid is in her 80s, and her husband Alfred is growing increasingly senile due to Parkinson's disease, but she is hell bent on having Christmas with her three children and joining the whole family together. Her grandchildren, they haven't gotten along as a family. They're all living their lives separately. There is Denise Lambert, Chip Lambert, and Gary Lambert, her three kids. One is a renowned chef, the other one is a failed writer slash teacher and sellout. The other one is a, what does he do? I forget about Gary. He's not very memorable. Anyway, he's an angry dad. He has three kids. So yeah, this is a Christmas book because again, Enid is having her kids and family over for Christmas. It doesn't necessarily have the Christmas spirit in it because it follows her children and herself around through the year leading up to the big event. Now, the reason that this is my favorite, one of my favorites for a lot of reasons, I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start. I love that there are so many transformation characters in this book. From the beginning, they're all kind of selfish, inconsistent people. We find Chip, who is a wreck. He was fired from his college teaching position because he had liaisons with a young girl, a student, or I should say. Gary is perpetually angry, dissatisfied with his life of parenting and fighting with his wife, having, I guess you would say, dysfunctional dynamics with his children. And Denise is figuring out things as she goes past her divorce from her husband, finding love with other people, finding satisfaction in work. And Enid is Enid and Alfred are their parents. Enid is growing increasingly frustrated with taking care of Alfred because he is losing his marbles due to his disease. She longs for more, and it's kind of that sad thing where you love someone very much, but you grow apart from them, and she has no control over it, of course. So the big thing is, for me, is that they're transformation characters. My second big thing with this book is Jonathan Franzen's ability to write beautiful phrases. It is just, oh, it's a juicy book. He can write oh God, I look up to him. I put him on a pedestal because his sentence structure, the words that he uses. I learned so much from reading this book. I learned so much. I just, it sends you to the dictionary occasionally. Probably not for you if you're watching this, because I'm assuming that you are, of certain literary tastes. But, I'm baffled. Franzen's attention to detail, whether it be Denise's cooking, Gary's love of photography, or Chip's failed screenwriting, is very, very precise. He knows how to paint a picture of what it's like to be a person, to be an adult. They are all older, but they're still learning, and I really enjoy that about this book. I enjoy his acknowledgement of adulthood. I've read a lot of books about teens. When I was younger, you read young adult fiction. It's just what you do. It's like the stepping stone. I actually never loved young adult fiction because it was always kind of shallow. I never liked characters that were complacent with being young, with learning not so adult things. I never liked characters that indulged in immaturity or the euphemisms of high school and young relationships. I just never really enjoyed it. Whereas with this, again, Denise is moving past a divorce. Gary's, getting the hang of having a family and having 3 boys. And Chip is just, he's so disorganized and dysfunctional. Chip goes from being a failed teacher and a writer to becoming tied into the Lithuanian mob. It's just, Most of all, my favorite thing about the corrections is Franzen's ability to capture the human condition, what it's like to suffer, what it's like to fall in love, what it's like to fall in lust, what it's like to raise children and just learn adulting, basic things that you have to do for yourself, whether it be taking care of how you eat or taking care of how you treat other people. He covers everything in this book. He covers intellectuality and simplicity. I found so much in it. The great holiday thing about this is Enid's ability to control and bring her family together. Though she seems very, very annoying to her kids and they don't want to come over for Christmas because they don't necessarily like each other, she does her job, she gets her way, and everyone finds beauty in this event at the end. So in conclusion, I didn't want to give away too much. This is my first time in front of a camera, so I'm sorry if my review wasn't great, but I'm just letting you know there is a reason why this is a bestseller, why it was a Pulitzer finalist, why it won a PEN Faulkner. It was a finalist. I just, I see why Franzen is on the map. I idolize him a bit as a writer and his ability to corral readers in by cataloging the human condition. I think that it's important that he, I'm sorry if this review was inept or lacking depth, but I didn't want to give too much away. You have to read it for yourself. It's absolutely one of the best books that I have ever read, even if I did read it when I was younger. I still can't talk. What is English? Anyway, there's a reason why it was a Pulitzer finalist, a PEN Faulkner Award finalist, and like I said, give it a try for yourself. Give it the 20-page rule. I am sure that you will be roped in immediately. Let me know what you think of this video. Please follow and subscribe if you want to hear me ramble on about books. Thanks.